Next topic, and we'll do college b-ball. Duke, speaking of which, Birds, did you see the clip where the guy's trying to get off the court with a sprained ankle, and the Wake Forest guys, of course, they upset Duke and they storm the floor. And
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
He's trying to hop off with 1 foot, Dean. What they need to do? The ACC does not have a fine. They're the only one that don't.
I don't think. And Shire said it after the game stopped. It needs to stop. Period. And maybe if you hit a game-winning shot at the buzzer, that's the only time. I don't know. I don't know how you stop it.
They just keep finding them. The SEC has the biggest fines. Like it's the first time's 100,000, second it's 250, third time it's
has nothing.
See, what I don't understand is why are you rushing the court? I mean,
Duke's number 8.
Well, you just beat them. It'd be like I don't know.
I mean, if you beat Leitner and them and they're number 1,
if Vanderbilt kicks a field goal and beats Georgia next year, your field's getting rushed. Yes. Okay, I'm just that's just
we've gone a little. It's gone a little crazy on it, though.
Yeah. Well, just wait. Here, students, if y'all are watching, you storm the court on a play, and this is probably going to happen. We got some Birmingham games coming here. Well, they can't do it there. They don't. Wait.
They could put up a barrier or something.
Well, just wait. Have a little decency and wait till the players leave the floor. You see a guy hopping over with a turned ankle, don't be a butthole. Just have common sense. Like we don't need indication notices on coffee cups saying it's hot. Just have a little sense.
He was in a lot of pain because he's not a pansy, and he was actually physically crying.
Yeah, he was hurt. So Duke fan, I mean, now y'all losing the game that you shouldn't have lost. And it's not like Duke fans have not ever stormed a game.
Right.
They have.
I'm sure.
Because when they beat Carolina, because that game is always huge, from way back in the day, from Grant Hills and Lakener, some of that games guys we used to watch. So just give them a little time to get off.
And you speaking about probably it was an upset, obviously, but these home teams are just winning every game. They're winning 80% of the games now in college basketball.
Yeah, it's tough to go on the road and win, especially with
but it shouldn't be. Why?
I don't know.
It's obviously the refereeing. I would think, and I know the crowd's tough.
They broke out in a big fight. What NBA game was that? Broke out in the Heat, and you didn't see that they broke out in a fight, and what's his name plays for the Heat? It's so good.
Jimmy Butler.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that fight that broke out?
No.
Oh, yeah. Him and OL guy they were playing the Pelicans. It was in New Orleans. Yeah. You have to go back and check that out.
Huh.
Yeah, they ejected about 3 or 4 guys, and there's a big mess. But Jimmy Butler's now, he's not one to mess with. He ain't going, and the other guy he's fighting against us.
Right.
But anyway, so that's speaking of college basketball. First, 117 points. Your Kentucky Wildcats decided to light the stadium on fire and burn Alabama out. What happened? Besides not playing defense, what happened?
It's just I did hear somebody say that if you pull for either one of them, you need not get your hopes up about either one of them going too far. Do you agree with that, Mr. Burge?
I've watched Kentucky play a few times, and depends on what part of the roller coaster they're on. I mean, they can be dominant, or they can, go lose to LSU. Not saying LSU is terrible, but
no, they're not. They've been playing better, except they got beat by 20 yesterday. But
see, I don't get it.
By Mississippi State at home. We say home teams win all the time. LSU got beat by 20 at home 4 days after they beat Kentucky.
What happened at Bama? I don't know how.
They just got outshot. Kentucky just lit it up. They scored 95. Alabama.
That was the lowest points they've ever been held to. The most they've ever allowed in school history.
And that was the most Kentucky had ever scored against a ranked team in school history. I don't know. A lot of people just saying they're just not doing anything on defense. I don't know. I didn't pay close attention to it. I know Alabama had 8 dunks in the first half. 4 of them were lobs.
Well,
alley-oops.
Sears and them, they got their points, but it's not a team effort. And Oaks said after the game, he said, I'm not going to go in there and just drown on them. They're grown men. They know what's expected. And if they want to try to win the chip, guess what you got to do? Play defense. You got to play defense.
I think the SEC team with the best chance to win is probably Tennessee.
Oh yeah, they're number 5. They beat. Now we'll get into that in a minute. They beat A&M by 35, but lost to them a week ago.
I don't get it.
When Dalton Connect gets going, I don't know if there's anybody too much better.
He's a mystery to me. I read up on him today. Played at a junior college, played at Northern Iowa. Okay. Now, he averaged a lot of points, but he averaged 26 points a game in conference play. 26?
Did he grow up playing in the States, or is he a European guy?
No, he's States. He's from
up north up there.
He may be from Iowa.
Yeah. I think people just
he's from Colorado. He played it. Did he play at Northern Colorado, didn't he?
Yeah, he grew up in Thornton, Colorado. He played Prairie View High School and went to Northeastern Junior College.
And then played at Northern Iowa or Colorado?
Northern Colorado. Yeah, Northern
Colorado. And decided he wanted to play one more year because they gave him that option. When's that over with, by the way?
I think this is the last year for that.
This is
correct?
Yeah. So
I heard from a local coach that said that too.
Hey, they've got him. They've added him plus which they've lost 6. That just tells you how good college basketball is now, I guess. But they're loaded with talent. I mean, they had a lot of people coming back from last year, and then now they've added him.
What about the big long guy that Tennessee has? You seen him play?
Which one? Adu?
The one that was ineligible in the beginning.
Oh no, I have not.
That's Kentucky's guy, I believe.
Yes, the one, Big Z.
Yeah, Z. Yeah.
I don't know. I know this sounds crazy. Kentucky's 19-8, and they're fed up with Calipari.
They've been sick of him for 10 years. But every year it's the same.
They're saying he's got such a good team, he can't find the lineup. But they say this Shepherd needs to be in there all the time. But he wasn't the first team parade All-American. The starting point guard was the first team All-American in high school, and Shepherd was honorable mention, I think. But the fans want Shepherd. Now, I know have y'all seen Reed Shepherd play?
Mm-hmm, yes.
He's about 12 points a game. Somebody, it might have been Stephen A. No, it was Dick Vitale said he don't shoot enough.
Mm-hmm.
He shoots 50% from 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got a bunch of scorers.
The Dillingham kid, man.
Dillingham.
I like him.
Well, he scores so much. Yeah. Quick.
Yeah. He'll just come down and it's just pass over to him and he's dribble, shoot, or dribble, step and off the top of the backboard or not.
They can score. Well, both teams are ranked very low on defense, but they're ranked they're top 3 in scoring, right? Both of them.
I think so.
Top 5 for sure.
Yeah. I think Alabama was 1. Kentucky's 3. But did you see their defensive rankings? 317 and 318 out of 362.
Oh, I don't.
Okay, here's my question. Can you have both?
Yes.
You gotta. Okay,
yeah,
you got to meet halfway on this, don't you? You got to quit scoring 100 points a game.
Well, you can be a hot shooter and still come down. I mean, Michael Jordan, I keep using his name. I'm sorry. He won the scoring title 7 times, and he was also, won the defensive player of the year 3 times.
It just makes me wonder of course, they said the 96 Kentucky team averaged more points than this team, and they won it. And they were very good on defense.
Yeah.
So
there's a middle. Just because you come down and hit a shot, it's like they want to shoot the bow and put the goggles on after they hit a 3. Get your butt back down the court. Stop worrying about putting on the goggles or making sure you got your mouthpiece in and chewing on a mouthpiece like Steph Curry. Stop trying to be.
Well, there's obviously, Auburn's scoring an ungodly amount of points. Tennessee scores a lot.
They're not playing defense. There's nobody hand their face now.
Or they just gotten that good on offense? They play year round.
It's both.
Yeah,
I think it's both.
Yeah,
because they play so much.
These guys are hitting shots with guys right in their face.
Well, they practice it.
Maybe they need to make the goal higher. 11 foot.
I've heard
it's almost like it's becoming easy.
Yeah.
I mean, the
then
NBA scoring's up big time, right? Is it lack of defense, or were they
Yeah.
better shooters now?
both. I think but some of that they're better shooters may be accumulated because of no defense. That you can be a better shooter, dude. Guys, when I was at Jacksonville watching these guys play, and I watched Homewood, and I think it was Homewood and New Hope or
Mountain
Anyway.
Brook, maybe.
no, but I'm watching them come down and shoot these threes, and they're way behind the college line. They're shooting. I mean, because there's an inside mark, for high school there on the court.
Didn't you say that game was like 87, 84?
Yeah, and at halftime it was like 17-7. They just go nuts. Like, how do you score 70 points in two
Yeah,
periods?
you said one of them scored 70 in the second half,
So
or
and
60 or something like
the
that.
girls too. I mean, you're going to watch this Skyline Spring Garden game. They come down and they don't even look at the line, but they just come down. They feel where they're at on the floor. It's just Ace may come down and dribble down there, or Levy, and just wham. They're shooting behind the line.
It's like that girl from Iowa. She's ridiculous.
Jacob St. Clair did it. Caitlin did it.
It's almost not fair.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the kids practice. But now, what about Purdue? I seen
All right. Well, let me
clip
go
on Purdue.
Let me go through this quickly, and then we don't spend a lot of time on this. But number one, UConn won over Villanova by 25. Houston held on after they give up a lead, 16 points. Baylor, they went into overtime, but beat Baylor 82-76. Purdue beat Michigan by 8. Arizona 91-75 over Washington. Tennessee 86-51 over A&M. Number 6, Iowa State beat West Virginia 71-64. Number 7, Marquette beat Xavier by 25. Duke lost to Wake Forest. Kansas beat Texas 86-67. And I think we had some defense in this game. Number 10, North Carolina 54, Virginia 44.
Wow.
All those people missing their shots.
But Bama, and it says, it's just not going to change at all. The top 10, Duke's probably going to drop to 10, with the 3 outside of it are going to be Illinois, Baylor, and Auburn. It's actually top 13. But I don't know if y'all knew this. March Madness has been pushed back a week.
Oh, really?
I don't like that.
What are we doing? Why?
For what?
The
What reason? What did
champions.
they give?
I don't know. It's been pushed. Was it because of football? Did they try not to do much that week? So we're out April 8th now. April 8th is the championship. There's 2 more weeks of college basketball before they even start the tournaments.
Well, if you like college basketball, I guess you're okay with it.
Yeah, but April 8th, I mean, that's baseball season by then. I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it always has been. I know a week don't sound like a big deal, but
wouldn't that interfere with their college baseball?
it's getting close.
Because as popular as softball is, and some of these schools that you're mentioning there, they have great softball programs too. So the girls basketball also.
I don't know.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
I'll have to look into that.
It's always, as long as I can remember, been the middle of March. Well, now it's the first game is like the 21st or 22nd.
Yeah,
The
March
first.
17th is Selection Sunday now.
Yeah. See, that was last year. That was when we already had the Sweet 16 by March 17th.
First 4 is 19th, 20th. First round is the
Yeah, that's
21st,
just those
22nd.
first 4, right?
Mhm.
Which a lot of people don't like that. I saw somebody speaking out against that big time yesterday, talking about how stupid it was.
We'll hit the comment section here. What's up, Mason? He says, not sorry, but the defensive win like that against A&M is a better win of the day.
He's talking about Tennessee, right? Yeah.
Coach Short, what is happening? The one thing you notice in the top 10 is they all can play defense, and their scores will show that.
That's true. UConn give up 54. I know the only ones, nobody give up in the 80s. Not one of them.
Yeah, so that is something to make a asterisk beside.
Except Duke, and they lost. They were the only one that lost. They give up 83.
What's up, Jeff Anderson? Says he's reporting in. Birds, he is reporting from Carrollton.